Well, the time is just gone 5 minutes to 6 as we head towards iftar in Johannesburg. In the next 7 or 8 minutes, we will be having iftar in Johannesburg. But to take us through to the time of iftar, when the adhan for Maghrib is given, is the nasiha and the dua in the build up to the iftar, which will signal the end of day 14 of this month of Ramadan. And our Nasiha, Alhamdulillah, this afternoon is with our respected, our Honorable Moulana Ashraf Lamara, Imam of Masjid Ighwaanul Muslimeen in Montrose Park in Mitchell's Plain, also a teacher at the Qaasimul Uloom in Philippi. Maulana, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome. Jazakallah khairan so much for your time this afternoon at this Mubarak time as we are about to observe
وعليكم
Iftar
السلام
in Johannesburg.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Yes, Maulana, looking forward to your nasiha, inshallah, and this is a blessed moment, alhamdulillah. So, for the next, I would say, 8 minutes or so, the time is all yours. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the nasiha, and also a dua that will take us through to the time of adhan, inshallah, here in Joburg.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. We are indeed very, very fortunate, and we are indeed very grateful unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has allowed us to witness this great month of Ramadan, and who has given us the tawfiq to fast, and who has honored us to be able to stand for Taraweeh. Undoubtedly, these are two great acts and two great forms of ibadah that we engage ourselves in during this holy month. However, the month of Ramadan is much more than just fasting, and it is more than just praying our Taraweeh and doing our extra ibadat. In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us solely and only for the purpose of worshipping Allah. It's clearly stated in the Quran that وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I have not created neither the jinn nor men for my worship. So our whole lives is supposed to have been in the obedience and in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In another place in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states that إِنَّ اللَّهَ اشْتَرَى مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَنفُسَهُمْ وَأَمْوَالَهُم بِأَنَّ لَهُمُ الْجَنَّةَ. That indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange that they will have paradise. So lives has been traded. We have traded and we have sold our lives to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in exchange for the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had to impose upon us to have spent our entire days in His worship, in the ibadah, and to have spent all of our time in worshipping Allah alone, then that would have been just. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have been justified in doing that, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have already paid the purchase price of those lives of ours. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not done that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not made it incumbent upon us to spend all of our time only in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us to eat and to drink, to earn a livelihood. With that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has just commanded us to establish 5 daily prayers along with a few other obligations. Other than that, we are free to indulge in all of those activities that we normally spend our lives in. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew that because of the liberty that we have and the freedom that we have to engage in other activities, heedlessness will creep into us. There will be times that we will become heedless and unmindful of the responsibility and the duties that we have towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us for the 11 months of the year to engage and to indulge and to involve ourselves in all of our activities. But 1 month during the year, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it such that there is an opportunity for us to reconnect with Allah. This is this month of Ramadan. You know, like how we normally annually we service our car, etc. So this month of Ramadan is that period where we again service ourselves. where we again reconnect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where we develop that which is actually the objective of this month, and that is to develop that taqwa. So this month of Ramadan is that opportunity. It is that opportunity to reconnect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have to look at our fast, that during this fast we are prohibited from engaging and indulging in that which are normally allowed. We are normally allowed to eat. We are normally allowed to drink. We are normally allowed to cohabit and to be our wives with our husbands. But these permitted things are now prohibited for us during the month of Ramadan. So we stay away from that which is normally permitted. We should ask ourselves, do we stay away from that which is always prohibited? The eating, drinking is prohibited temporarily during the month of Ramadan. But there are certain acts which are prohibited at all times, engaging in certain shameless deeds, lying, stealing, cheating, not protecting the eyes, the gaze, listening to that which is haram, to music, and certain forms of talk, ghibat, namima. All of these are always prohibited. So during this fast, do I stay away from that which is always prohibited as well? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam cautioning us, mentioned in the hadith, that man lam yada' qawl az-zur wal 'amala bihi falaysa lillahi haja an yada'a ta'amahu wala sharaba. That person who doesn't stay away from false speech as well as acting in that manner, there's no need really for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for him to stay away from food and drink. So we need to reflect. We need to reflect, and we need to understand that the month of Ramadan is actually about the obedience of Allah. It is teaching us once again that the command of Allah is of utmost importance. That when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Rasul allows us to eat, then eating is our deen. And when they prohibit us from eating, then to abstain is our deen. Our deen is implementing, following, and carrying out the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So during this month of Ramadan, we learn that training. We have that training again to suppress and to control the nafs and the desire, and to only implement that which is commanded and placed upon us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with these few words, make us to reflect upon our real duty and the real lesson to be learned from this month, and that our duty is to be obedient to the commandments of the teachings of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to suppress and to control our nafs, and to remember وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Remember that person who fears the day when he will have to stand in front of Allah and give account of his actions, وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى, and he curbed his nafs from its hawa, from his base desires, فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى, then Jannah will be abode of that person. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fast. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to overlook and to forgive our shortcomings and our slip-ups, and to make this month of Ramadan this month during which we have once again acquired that taqwa, that consciousness and that fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must accept all of our ibadah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا واغفر لنا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وارض عنا وتقبل منا، ادخلنا الجنة ونجنا من النار وأصلح لنا شأننا كله. اللهم إليك ربي فحببنا، وفي أنفسنا لك ربي فذللنا، وفي أعين الناس فعظمنا، ومن سيء الأخلاق فجنبنا، وعلى صالح الأعمال فقومنا، وعلى صراط المستقيم فثبتنا، وعلى أعدائنا أعدائك أعداء الإسلام فانصرنا. اللهم انصرنا ولا تنصر علينا، اللهم امكر لنا ولا تمكر علينا، اللهم زدنا ولا تنقصنا، ولا تسلط علينا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين، وارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. اللهم اغفر لأهل القبور من المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات، ارفع لهم الدرجات وكفر عنهم السيئات يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل، ونعوذ بك من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل. اللهم أجرنا من النار، اللهم أجرنا من النار، اللهم أجرنا من النار يا مجير. وصل اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.